Hello and welcome back to this glorious 2019 video. I have a few points to talk with you. First off, I should have more time in the next weeks, so I will be making another Hard Dance Music Talk video very soon. Don't quote me too much on that. They take very long time to edit and to make, and I will need to change a few things up on that format. So I will explain it a little bit later on. But first of all, I'm back and I'm very, very dedicated towards making new DJ mixes and making new songs. So first of all, one of my decisions is, now that I sold all my old DJ hardware I was very unhappy with, it's time for something new. And I would give you something to choose. Some two controllers I sorted out and I'm very interested in. So the first one here is the Denon MC4000. A very, very advanced controller, has lots of controls and outputs and inputs, mainly having two separate microphone inputs, one separate auxiliary input, and aside from that, a master and a booth out, and separate power for having, better sound output, for louder sound output. So this one comes with Serato DJ Lite, that prohibits you from recording directly in the software, but that's no problem. I just get some cable from the unbalanced output, put it back in my normal computer sound card and record it that way. So that is not a problem for me. And that is one of my chosen controllers that I want to purchase. The other controller I have decided on is the Pioneer DDJ 400. That's much simpler. That controller is very simple. Has a slightly better jog wheel, I suppose. That one from the Denon one, I can't tell, but it looks a little bit smaller, and I'm not sure if I quite like how the edge is done here. That's the word I was searching for. I don't like the way the edge is done here, and yeah, that's one plus point for the DDJ 400, but the MC4000 has a much wider pitch fader, whereas this one is still above average when you consider other DJ controllers in this direction, but still not on the class of the MC4000. So yeah, either one of those two, this has much more limited outputs and inputs. You can just plug in your quarter inch, or is it 1/8 inch? For example, I could not, have to check if this is in, no, there. I cannot plug in this headphone into the Pioneer DDJ 400. There's a simple fix. I can just unscrew that adapter and have a smaller connector. So that's one of the things, but I would love to have the option to use the bigger plug. Mainly reason because of the constructional and mechanical strongness, if that's if you can call it like that. And yeah, the overall way the build quality is done here sounds not, or looks not like it's much better, or is not better than the MC4000. I think you have here a mix out of brushed plastic and some aluminum top. and I think the MC4000 has a completely metal top. So I think the build quality on the Denon is much better than on the Pioneer, but both of them are fine. The plus point of those Pioneers are you get a full license of Rekordbox DJ, whereas you get with the MC4000 only a Serato DJ Lite version license. So yeah, this is also a very, very compelling package. And yeah, outputs are following. You have one RCA jack, one unbalanced microphone input, and yeah, USB, just normal USB, and it's powered all through the USB. So the output power of the master output is just limited by the USB power. So that's one thing I have to consider, and I will consider in buying these. But what is your opinion? What should I go with? Should I go with a Denon? It's slightly more expensive. It has a much, much better build quality, better pitch faders. All I want to do is just simply beat match, have a nice responsive jog wheel, and yeah, make great mixes. I need the EQ section, a good EQ section. I can just ignore the loop section and the sample pads here. I don't need that stuff. I just want to mix tracks between each other and make a great DJ set. So that's one of those things that all kind of reviews today are focused on. What kind of loop functionality do you have? What kind of samples can you put in? Just get out with that bullshit. I just want to mix 2 tracks and more into a compelling DJ set, and that's it. And have a great time with the hardware, nice responsive feedback, and yeah, nice buttons, and yeah, that's all I want. And both of them are for this use case fine. Like I said, I think the jog wheels on the Pioneer are actually better, but build quality overall is better on the Denon. So yeah, what's your opinion? What should I get? Please tell me in the comments. So, letting this aside, let's go over some changes I want to make with Hard Dance Music Talk in particular. So I want to divide this format into 3 several points. One of those points is just talking about some top releases from well-known artists that are not unpopular, and yeah, that's one of the categories. The other category is one specific part where I introduce some tracks from newcomers and unknown artists that I never heard of. Maybe you heard of them, but are not as popular. And one section is, I think I want to have it one track, one classic tune, but that classic tune is from maybe not only hands up and hard trance, but maybe just regular trance, like it was called back in the 2000s and 90s. Just one nice classic tune that should not have been forgotten, and yeah, just showing off some great stuff that I went through my childhood, or that I'm connecting emotionally something with. So yeah, more structure overall, less time consuming for me to make. I really have to structure in advance, but the recording time is way less because I will actually have a fixed number of tracks I will have in every episode. So I'm not deciding afterwards how many I take. I'm just deciding beforehand, and I think that's a win for the actual overall variety. Having tracks from different times and yeah, unknown and well-known producers, and maybe I put in the unknown newcomer section also bootlegs that are currently popular. I have to be careful because of YouTube blocking the one or the other videos because of copyrighted content, but hey, I can give it a try, and I think I can also edit out the part afterwards. Maybe if YouTube decides to block that video because of the certain track, I can just edit it out and you can see the other rest of this video as well. So if this section is not there, there was probably a copyright problem, but I think I will keep it in that structure. And yeah, one of the negative points is that the videos overall will be a little shorter. I'm not sure if this is a negative. I bet there is someone that wants shorter videos overall. 1.5 hours or 2 hours in the extreme are just too much for most of people to handle, and I can understand that very much. Also, I will have probably less time to go through every release, to hear over every song in the detail. Should also be no problem. I try to take my time with every song and give my feedback out, my opinion. But yeah, maybe I will not get too much into that detail that I was before, where I was pulling out several other tracks to compare to and listen again, and yeah, that stuff. Aside from this format, are you interested in other formats? I have one video idea. I want to have kind of like a vlog, or like behind the scenes video. I want to go over my track Consequence, which you can find on my SoundCloud page. And I'm not happy with the way I mixed it. And now with my current knowledge, I know how to do things better. And I will try to do things better. And yeah, I will make something. I will try to improve this track in the mixdown and mastering. And maybe you can find some useful information or some useful tips in this video as well. Or give me some nice hints or advice on how to make several things better in the future. And yeah, I think this will be a really, really fun video. And I will definitely do that and try it out. Maybe I will do more of those in the future when I have actually the time to release more music and make more music. But yeah, that's just stuff from the future. So one of the other format ideas I have for videos is make a separate classic show. So that would mean that I won't include any classics in my Hard Dance Music Talk video, but I have a separate show where I go over some of the great old classics that brought me into the position that I currently am, and yeah, tell you something about what I did at that time, what are my memories about them, and why I choose them. That are my video ideas for now. Maybe you have other ideas. One of the things I will definitely do is upgrade my Fruity Loops studio from the Fruity edition to the Producer edition to work on this Consequence mastering and have more features and options in the future and making new music. And yeah, that's one of my focus points currently. And yeah, I did not forget about Hard Dance Music Talk. I will do another one. Be patient, but they will take some time. So yeah, that's all. Thank you everyone for watching, and hope to see you in the next video soon. Bye.